How about this for the Stonewood newbies? Blue Thrasher, Blue Rescue Trooper Ramirez, best SMG in the game, and a hero that'll boost the damage by a significant amount. I'm just saying, hey, if you're a day one player, you might want to go and check those out. If you're a day two player, there are 30 V-Bucks available in the 23 zone in Plankerton. Super easy mission. If you're one of the higher level viewers, then you might want to slap a base down and AFK that mission while the rest of the video plays on. So yeah, that's it. Just the one V-Buck mission, super easy. We've got some solid missions, but I'm gonna scroll through BR real quick just so we can get that taken care of. Today is let's see, I would call this a casual day. If you had anything else you wanted to do today, you should go do that. That's the kind of day that it is, you know? Epic is always happy to take your V-Bucks, and there are hundreds of thousands of V-Bucks to be spent in this shop, but nothing crazy new today. And by crazy new, I mean nothing new that I'm aware of today. And the oldest item is only 40 days. That's only a couple of years, so everything here has been available pretty often. So if you want to pick up anything and you haven't grabbed it yet, feel free to go ahead and use code Mista at your checkout. I really appreciate it because I get 5% of your purchase in real life dollars, and that supports me directly, and that kind of support has allowed me to take a break that I've needed from YouTube. And I might have been working today. I might have been throwing some stuff together, you know. Thank you guys, by the way, for using my code. I really do appreciate it. If you ever want to be featured, just ping me in here. And I read through this story. Demon Gamer found some randoms and chatted with them. They're all the same age, and they had a really good time. He showed the vacuum tube bow and xenon bow user how to do anything else, and now they're all enjoying the game together. And that's just how you make friends right there, honestly. If you find people online that aren't griefing assholes, you can just say, hey, I had a good time, let's add each other and do this again. And this is cool. I hope they stayed in touch, but even if they didn't, it's still a fun memory. You don't need to make lifelong friends with every fun person you meet online, but it's cool. I like those little stories because, you know, people love to complain, and that will never end. And I'm not going to complain about people complaining. What I will say is I appreciate it when I read a wholesome story like that. So if you guys have met some fun randoms, or if you had a good time in the Minerva Discord, never shy away from letting me know, because I like hearing about that. All right. Llamas Day are superhero llamas. You are not likely to get anything great, but if you do see a mythic hero in there, you might want to scoop it up, because 1,000 X-ray tickets for a mythic hero is like the cheapest way you can get that. You really don't want to flux those heroes. They're so expensive. And so anyway, you might want to check your llamas. If it's not a mythic hero, I don't recommend spending X-ray tickets. It's a lot. And we get special llamas a lot. I get comments every single time we see spy llamas, every single time we see military, Wild West, sci-fi, whatever, where people are like, no, I just spent all my X-ray tickets. You got to build them up. I recommend keeping a few thousand on hand, and doing your daily quests is exactly how to stay on top of that. I have been guilty of not doing that, as you can see. People ask me how I get 3. It's because I don't finish them. I don't play Fortnite Save the World every day. As you can imagine, I don't have to, but if you are still trying to grind out the game, you should keep on top of that. 4X rare perk up in the 46 4-player adventures. Thank you to these guys for joining so I could see the higher and lower level missions. I also want to move on to the 82 zone right over here. We got wall darts, extremely good wall trap, shoots 3 tiles, pierces enemies, and does great damage. And the thumper, it's a semi-auto launcher that does good damage. Kind of a rare item to see in missions, although we've been seeing it more and more. Elegant scythe is a weapon that's slow swinging and does kind of good damage. I've seen it used in certain builds where it wasn't terrible. I don't know. Might want to pick it up if you're running ventures anyway. You might as well swing by, give it a go. Hot fixer hazard, I've literally never found a use for ever. He makes it so that when you repair a building, it heals faster, but I have never ever, even when it would have made sense, there were still better options. Power-based Nox is just too good. Floor freeze trap is also fantastic for stopping enemies from getting to your base. Basically, it freezes an enemy. They take 25% more damage. I tested this one time. I don't know if it's 20 or 25. I think it's 25%. They take more damage when they're frozen. It doesn't even matter. You know, that's one of those scientific things. As a content creator who talks to millions of gamers, I need to come correct. But the difference between 20 and 25% is not changing. It makes enemies take more damage. It's not like there's another trap that freezes for 30% more. It's not. That's not a thing. Anyway, I think it's 25%. But whatever, it freezes enemies, and if you place it facing a certain direction, it will stagger them in the opposite direction that you're facing. So it's a really important to place that directionally, and it's a really effective trap from stopping enemies to getting to your base. 4X lightning in a bottle in the 108 4-player. There we go. And the 124. Where is it? There we go. Ball darts again. Neon scythe, pretty good melee as well. So a little 2-for-1 mission there. 4x Eye of the Storm and the 144 player, and that's it. That's Ventures. I'm gonna leave the lobby so they know I'm good. Let's move on to Twine. Riptide, because it's Quiet Day, I'm gonna mention it, is such an amazing weapon. It is like, it's not even underrated. We all know that it is exactly the same as the Thrasher in every single way, but it's more cost effective. Oh, and it does 3% less damage. Epic nerfed it for... It's the only scavenger weapon that's a clone, but does less damage. I think I know why, because the Thrasher is already an insanely perfect SMG. It's got a little bit of a small mag, and it's a little inaccurate, but both of those are easy to solve. And the Riptide, just doing 30 base damage instead of 31, makes it just a little more balanced, and it's probably still more economically viable to use the Riptide, but... we don't care. We just want to do more damage. So the Thrasher ends up winning every time, but when I've got extra time in the video, I just got to let you guys know the Riptide is so... it's not underrated, it's underappreciated. That's what it is. Pressure Cutter, also a melee I have never used before. However, it is a weapon that is the clone of the Husk Cleaver, and the Husk Cleaver actually really impressed me. Like, this is a good weapon. You don't even need a quirky build to make the Pressure Cutter work. Like, it's actually strong. Like, Assassin Sarah basic melee build with Toy Rockin' Out, and that thing will actually shred. It will actually shred. All right, I've been yapping a lot today. Legendary Survivor number 1 and 2 are both available in the 100 zone. So both of the Legendary Survivors we have available today are right here if you guys want to go ahead and pick them up. Exploding Death Bomb and Evac makes this a fun combination of missions, but I don't pick them. All right, that's just where they are. And Shrapnel Headhunter. She is really, really good at buffing shotguns. In fact, it's so simple. She makes shotguns do 50% more. Shotguns are some of the strongest weapons in the game. So even in support, she's good for like hundreds of thousands of added damage. Shotguns are great, and she makes them better. So definitely a great hero you want to have. Ranger, my current favorite weapon. Well, that might be the ground punt right now. My current favorite AR in the entire game. Super accurate, 2-round burst. I might link it down below, probably not. Dailies are pretty casual, but I do have a video on it. I recommend checking it out because it's a fun video. I had a good time recording it, and that's a really fun weapon, and I explain everything why in that video. 4x perk up in the 108-4 player. Then we got the 124 zone, 4x perk up here, and yeah, straight to the high zones up here where we got Cozy Campfire, good at healing you, 4x reperk, 4x lightning the bottle in the evac, and 4x legendary perk up. Deliver the bomb missions are super easy because they don't have modifiers nowadays, so easy peasy. And then there's only one 160 that's like worth doing. The other ones are fine if you want to just do them, but the Repair the Shelter wins. It's an easy mission, 5x reperk, and the modifiers aren't too bad today. If you want to get your, weapon supercharger this week, I'm literally like clicking over to DB, I don't remember what it was, then the Repair the Shelter is a great mission. You can run a mission 10 times to get the weapon supercharger, so go ahead and do it. No candy notes and no stonewood other than the thing I mentioned a second into the video. 4x drops of rain in the 19-4 player in Plankerton. The 34-4 player has another 4x drops of rain, and then the V-Bucks that I mentioned right away. And that's it. That's how you cover a casual video without being too negative about it. I like to be positive. Like, sometimes we have quiet days and save the world, although there was an update long ago that made these missions kind of insane. Like, the fact that I just filled 8 minutes with no gaps on a quiet day tells me that we're kind of spoiled. Like, we even had V-Bucks and Legendary Survivors today. Like, this was a good day. This was a good day. So, anyway, go enjoy that good day without the rest of this video. I got plenty of others. A couple of them are going to be recommended here at the end. And, yeah, I got a lot of videos to check out and more on the way. So, why don't you subscribe? You know, stay tuned.